Do you have some exams coming up and you could use some tricks to manifest better grades or the best grades you can possibly do? I'm going to teach you how you can do just that here on janelleloa. Stay tuned. Today I want to help you guys manifest better grades, but before we get into it, check out my merch if you haven't already. The link is down below. Join our Facebook group where we help each other manifest and motivate each other. Again, the link will be down below. Follow my Instagram page called 6am Society, where I speak about psychology, spirituality, and philosophy. Link will be down below. And you can also come follow my personal Instagram, Janelle Godin. I think that's it. Oh, also follow me on TikTok, janelleloa. I almost have 9,000 followers on it. Hi guys, if you just follow me here from TikTok. Okay guys, let's get into it. Just a little disclaimer here. You still have to study. Okay. There is no shortcut to this, okay? Okay, so who would I be if I didn't bring up the importance of self-image when it comes to studying and getting good grades? Studying is tricky because a lot of the times you don't feel like it. Which is why I need to bring up the topic of self-image, because it's easier to take actions that are in alignment with our self-image. I actually learned that from the book Psycho-Cybernetics from Maxwell Maltz. So in order to change your self-image, there's many different things that you can do. You can visualize yourself as your ideal person. You can simply start taking action and, start doing, let's say that you would start studying every day from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. At first, it's going to be hard, but after a while, it's going to become easy. Why? Because you will have formed a habit. It will become part of your self-image. I study every day from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And it's also because your neurons are going to create neural pathways with each other, so that it's a little bit hard to explain, but if we oversimplify it just for a second so that I can explain it to you guys. Basically, at first, before a habit is formed, whether it's studying or going to the gym, it's going to take, 2 million neurons for you to go to the gym or to study. But after a while that you do it every day and it has become a habit, it's only going to take, 10,000 neurons for you to communicate with each other, for you to go to the gym. Like, your brain creates shortcuts after a while. That's why habits are a thing to begin with. Okay? And just keep in mind that if you start to see yourself as a good student who always gets good grades, who always studies from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., maybe after a while you're going to be able to do 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Maybe one day you're going to wake up at 8 a.m. and study until noon. Or if you're night owl, maybe you're going to study every day from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. But I think that it would be a good idea for you to try to start studying at the same time every day, because all of my friends I know who are straight A students, that's what they do. And it makes sense because it kind of goes hand in hand with what I'm saying here, with, studying every day is a habit and getting good grades a habit. Okay, the next kind of law of attraction tip that I want to give you guys is that I want you guys to look up YouTube videos on how to study. There's a lot out there. And I want you guys to start applying those studying techniques. Choose the ones you want. Choose the ones that you think would work for you. And then apply them while you're studying and tell yourself that they're going to work. Like, really tell yourself, like, convince yourself that that doing those techniques is actually going to help you, because what you believe shows up in your world, right? It's kind of like before I had my nose job, I was looking up how to do like nose exercises to make my nose look less like bloated, and after a while my nose looked a little bit more like sharp, and to the point where I didn't even know if I wanted a nose job anymore, but I still got one because might as well. But so yeah, whatever it is in your life that you're trying to achieve, but for the purpose of today's video, let's say that it's better grades. I would definitely go look up ways that you can achieve it, and then apply those things. Not only apply those practices or those exercises, but really believe that they're going to work, and then watch the magic happen. Okay, the next thing that I want you guys to do to manifest better grades is that I want you guys to convince yourselves that you're having fun while you're studying. So this kind of goes, so this one, I guess, counts as your mental diet and disciplining your thoughts, as I always teach you guys to do on this YouTube channel. So as you're studying, tell yourself, oh, I could go for 2 more hours easily. This is so easy. I'm actually enjoying this. No, this is so interesting. When I do that, when I'm studying, when I speak to myself like that, and I try to convince myself that that it's easy, that I could study for much longer, that's when I study for long periods of time, and that's when I get into flow state, which is actually the next thing I want to tell you guys. At first, when you're just starting to study, it's the hardest part, right? Like beginning, but after a while, you really get into it and you don't even realize that you're studying anymore. It's kind of like when runners get the runner's high when they're running and they don't even realize that they're running anymore. You need to give yourself a chance to tap into that when you're studying. And if you only study for an hour, maybe you're not going to tap into that student's high. That's not an actual term, I literally just made that up, but I do think that it's comparable to runners when they get the runner's highs. So yeah, study until you tap into flow state, and then you're going to be able to continue much longer. Okay, the next thing that I want you guys to do is something that I have done all 4 years of my university career. And the night before your exams, I want you to visualize yourself taking the exam with a lot of ease and confidence as you're falling asleep, like the night before your exam. So what I would do, and what I did, is that as I was falling asleep, I would imagine myself literally waking up the next day. Like I would visualize it. I would visualize myself getting out of my bed. I would visualize like what foot would, touch the floor first or whatever. I would visualize myself brushing my teeth. I would visualize myself putting my clothes on, and then the next day I would actually put those same clothes on so that my brain would be like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. We're doing what we visualized yesterday. You know what I mean? And then I visualize myself like walking to my exam, and then I visualize myself sitting down in the classroom and taking out my pen or my pencil, whatever, my erasers, and I visualize myself like answering the first question right away. So you know how sometimes you see the first question and it's so hard, you panic and you go to the second question. But when I visualize, I try to visualize that not happening. Like I try to visualize that I'm able to answer the first question right away. And then I visualize myself taking the exam as I'm saying to myself, wow, this is so easy. This is so much easier than I thought. And then I visualize myself handing in my exam to the prof and being one of the first students to leave the class because it was so easy. I finished it very easily. So I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you thought this video was helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.